Hey y'all, this is Brett, and tonight I want to talk about how we all need to get prepared for a lot of changes that are going to happen in the future that are going to be long-term benefits for everyone because they're going to force the masses to change their ways. Yay. But some of us are also going to have to go with that flow, and we're going to have to feel the ripple effects of everything that's going to happen from all of this that's going to go down. Now, for instance, the bees are dying. This was on MSNBC tonight, and one guy, a beehiver, he said, whatever they call those guys, he said that 40% of his bee population died this year, and that it keeps getting worse and worse. And I keep seeing this every year, this time of the year. A huge percentage of the bees are dying, and they say that it's from pesticides and chemicals. And so, for years, I've been saying, when are they going to learn? Why don't they get it? Don't they understand that chemicals are no good for living things? But you go over to the store and there they are, Clorox and Drano and God knows what else, Roundup, and people are going to get the clue. And one of the other people that was on the clip was a guy that owns almond orchards, and he is now paying twice as much for the bees. He buys bees from a beehiver, whatever they're called, and he is now paying twice as much for his bees to pollinate his trees as just 5 years ago. And so guess what? That's going to hit all of us in the pocketbook. And it's going to put pressure on him too. And so he's going to start to think twice about spraying his trees with something that he knows is toxic. And he's going to tell other people that are farmers that live near him to stop doing that. And you see, in Europe, they're banning certain chemicals, certain pesticides that they think are causing these problems, because they're kind of smarter in these regards than we are. They have deeper roots in understanding nature, and here in the United States, it's all about freedom, and you can do any freaking thing that you want to. And that's not going to be the case in the future. We're going to lose some of those freedoms because those freedoms aren't ethical. Because they destroy things. Those things that are sustainable and keeping us alive. So that won't be acceptable anymore. But they have to learn it the hard way. Why? Because they don't just naturally have the intuition. And in this clip, of course, the pesticide companies, they're going to say, if you don't have proof, then there's no legitimacy to your claims. Well, those people are fucking idiots. But they're going to learn, because eventually, when everybody's food costs like a lot of money, what people are going to do is they're going to start to grow their own food. So bear in mind that all of their idiocy is going to turn into a good thing. But it turns up the pressure. It changes. It changes the way we do business. And so, you need to just have it in your head that all of this shit is going to go down. And if you don't want to, don't watch the news. If you don't feel like absorbing it, just don't. And try and get used to the fact that you're going to need to start riding bicycles. You're going to need to start growing your own food. There's going to be pressure coming down in regards to being kinder to the environment. So if you live a long ways from your work, if you're driving a lot every day, then that's going to get ugly for you, because there's going to be certain things that happen that are going to make the gas prices go right through the roof. And I know that it hasn't really yet. It has gone up quite a bit in the last 20 years. But we've seen certain things happen, certain natural disasters happen. And the weather is going to create a lot more of those disasters in the future. And you know this. My viewers, they're the kinds of people that typically know these things, and they at least have thought about them a lot more than average people. But those average people are going to start to learn more and more about all of this. They're going to get wise. And eventually, when the masses demand that Monsanto goes down the toilet, then they will. But basically, a whole lot of shit has to hit the fan before they're willing to get back to the natural and blow off their doctor and the Blue Cross Blue Shield and putting Roundup on their yard outside and using Sherman-Williams paints. All of that has to go. And more people are going to the regular health food store and using herbs and watching my videos and learning how to do self-massage. Hugely important. And by the way, if there's a subject that you want to learn about from my videos, if you go to my home page, I'm going to show you this real quick. If you go to my channel, there it is, and then you click on that little magnifying glass right there. Can you see that? Click on the magnifying glass, and then you put whatever you want, like self-massage, into the search box. Then that's what you'll get. All the videos that I do with self-massage. And so I think that's all I want to say tonight. So start thinking about getting prepared for the inevitable. The inevitable. The earth fighting back against the invaders, human beings. Thanks for joining me.